kind of random.
What up? It's Jens from Hip Hop Twitter Podcast with a quick message to let y'all know that we now have merch. You like t-shirts? Well, we got them. We also have mugs, we have stickers, and magnets. So if you want to have any of those items, all you need to do is go to tpublic.com and search Vegas World INC, and you'll find everything that you need. Vegas and I would like to say thank you for your support. Peace.
Apparently, they dragged me on Twitter. I don't give a f*** because Twitter's not a real place.
Twitter? Oh no, don't be trying to Twitter me, boy.
What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Twitter. I am your host, Vegas of Hip Hop Now podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by the producers, the supporters over at patreon.com/hiphopnow. If you would like to know what that's all about, well, click on the link in the description of this episode. Joining me, as always, clicking on buttons as if we cannot hear him, Jens. What's good, man?
What's happening, Vegas? How you doing?
Chilling, man. One thing that we forgot to tell the people, and they heard it at the very beginning of this episode, but we're going to tell them live and direct, is that we got merch.
Yes, we do.
We got a little couple of things. You know, if you want to represent for us, you like the podcast, right? You like season 1, you like season 2, or if you're from the future, you know, to get your punk ass out of here, and you've already heard season 2. But if you like this podcast, you can support, right, by rocking one of the t-shirts. It comes in different colors. You don't have to choose the default color. You can change the color to whatever you would like. You can go there and purchase whatever it is you would like to support the podcast, whether it's t-shirts or mugs or stickers or magnets or whatever it is. But if saying tpublic.com is too quick for you to jot down, or Jens's message at the beginning was too quick for you to even realize he was talking about merch, the link to everything is in the description of this episode. Click on it. Now, Jens, another week. What the fuck are people talking about on Hip Hop Twitter this week?
Is Jadakiss a top 10 New York rapper of all time?
As a Brooklyn native, he's from Yonkers. Yeah, I know how that go. Jens, if you don't know, and those of you outside of New York who don't know, we don't consider everything New York to be New York. Niagara Falls, Yonkers, anything. It's the 5 boroughs as far as we're concerned, which might be turning into the 4 boroughs. But nevertheless, I'm getting away from the topic. Top 10 all time?
All time.
So, yes, this is the thing, man. Anytime you say like top 10 or anything like it, you got to think about who he's better than, right? Like, who you putting him in front of? I'm going to need you to count because I can't do both at the same time.
Well, look, check this out. Let me give you a little more, because there's a lot more to this than that's the initial question, but there's a couple of answers that came to that particular question that's going to get us to the nitty gritty. So,
okay, well, give us the answer.
So a person answered this question by giving a list of MCs, you know, that they consider would be top 10 New York City rappers all time. So here we go. No particular order. I'm just going to give you the names. Rakim, KRS-One, Nas, Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, Big Pun, Cool J, and Ghostface Killer. A person answered with that list, and you know, comparing that list to where, like, kind of saying, well, where would Jadakiss fit in that list?
This is kind of difficult because
yes.
When you all right, so Jadakiss top 10 rapper. Is this just everything, or is this just bars? Like what? Just over. I guess this is just all around. Like,
yeah, it's an overall question. Is the way I took it, and you know, a person answered with that list, and you know, they was kind of trying to figure out, well, where would Jadakiss fall with those? You know, I mean, that's some heavy hitters in that list.
see, the thing is he's nicer than Ghostface, but Ghostface hands down has the better catalog of music.
Right.
So it would be difficult for me to bump Ghost for Jada when, I mean, having a better catalog should put you ahead of somebody.
Right.
Whether they're nice or not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't put them in front of Jay-Z, Biggie, or Nas. I just can't. I just feel like they could rap just as good and they have better catalogs. Can't put them in front of LL Cool J. He may be a better rapper in a lot of ways, technically, than LL, but LL's done it all, similar to Jay-Z and Big. Can't put them in front of KRS-One, or can't bump these people out, I should say.
Right.
Can't bump out Rakim. Damn, who else was left?
Pun, G-Rap, and Kane are the last three.
Not putting them in front, not putting out G-Rap, definitely not putting out Kane. You got to understand how influential Kane was. And Kane has 2 classic albums as by himself. I don't think Jadakiss has 1 classic album, and I'm just keeping a buck. Right. I don't think he does. The closest to it, and I wouldn't even call it a classic, but the closest to I think his best album is his first album. And then his sophomore album is close second. Pun is debatable. I think I might take Pun out because I feel like with Pun, well, does Jadakiss have a better album than Capital Punishment?
Yeah, that's a rough one.
I don't think so. I don't think he does. He has more, but obviously Pun passed away.
Right.
Head to head on Posse Cuts. Pun got the memorable bars. I don't know. Yes, what you say, man. I'm dragging.
I'm with you because again, like you was we trying to figure out like what's the criteria, as we say. So if it's not like just your overall package, then yeah, you could see, like you were saying in reference to Ghostface, I can see that where you just going, niceness. All right. But man, that's some serious. I think where we kind of run off the tracks, so to speak, is when you throw in the term all time. All time doesn't need to be said because Jadakiss is dope, man. Jadakiss is dope. Jadakiss, if you put him within that list of MCs and say they were performing or they had to be on a song together, he would hold his own. He would be right there. The dude is just he's one of the nicest cats in hip hop. Mm-hmm. Now, it didn't translate to albums, like a lot of the cats on that list have. So, I mean, I just don't like the all time thing. If the all time thing wasn't said, I could easily put Jadakiss in that list. Say is at number 12 or number 13. That's still dope. It's still dope. I don't like when people, if you outside of the 10 somehow, it's that Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last. That's right. And I think that's a little too harsh. The dude is without question one of the nicest. He's dope, comes from a dope crew, the Locks,
Well, for one, we going based off of this person's question. So right. We got to answer it.
Right.
Best out of New York top 10. Does Jadakiss make the cut? I think it's debatable. Right. I think he should make it over Pun, to be honest. because, you know, it's no fault of Jada's that, you know, Pun didn't live.
Right.
And I don't think that second album is that good from Pun at all.
Yeah.
I think there's some bright spots, but I think there's a lot of nostalgia with it. But also, if we just talking about, you know, best rappers out of New York, well, I don't think it's crazy to say, is Jadakiss even better than Styles? Jada's like the Method Man in the crew, right? His style stands out from the rest of the crew, but that don't make him the nicest, right? Like, who's had the most vicious verses, right? It's like Inspector Deck and Jizza have kind of had the, you know, the bars out of the crew, but the Meth had the voice, he had the look, he had style, right? He had the charisma.
Right.
That's kind of how Jadakiss is. He's the standout in the group. But Styles is the one that consistently
Styles
dope.
is dope. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Styles.
He's like, he's never really dipped, whereas Jadakiss has really done some, you know, some questionable stuff. And this is the thing too, out of New York, right? Jadakiss wasn't even better than Fabulous on their project. Fabulous had the better bars on that album. You could listen to the first song and it gets solved right then and there. And I was shocked by that. You know, I know Fab could rhyme, but his bars were unbelievable on that project. And I was expecting Jada to either meet him or succeed in.
Right.
But he did. So don't let the verses tell you that Jada has been that consistent.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because I think that's where a lot of, you know, support's probably not the best word, but like, you know, people who are jumping on Jada as that type of MC is strictly off of that performance, which, hey, it was top notch. It was hip hop. It was dope. Everything he did. But yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you in a way. I think if there was somebody to pull out, probably pull Pun to slide him in there. All right. So then after this list was tweeted out, a person came at the person who made the list and said, well, look, they got 6 MCs on that list that Jada is way better than lyrically.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's hard. I don't see that. I see him.
Did they name him?
Did they name the 6? No, they didn't name. They didn't name the 6, but they were kind of like. Well, I'll say this: they kind of went at G-Rap, which I think is insane.
Oh, wow!
They went at G-Rap, Kane, and I think Cool J is where they went at. And you see, this is another thing too. This is where you get, you know, we have this little ageism kind of thing where, you know, you say top 10 all time New York, older cats are going to pull out some of these names that we have on that list. You know, the older cats are going, oh, well, wait a minute. What, you know, you got Rakim, you got KRS is out there. You know, that's off top. That's a lot of, you know, older cats is going to do that. And I think with this, it's kind of like what we said a couple episodes ago. You can't, to compare Jadakiss like that, it kind of takes away with his dopeness. Like you know, it's not. I wouldn't do the comparisons like that. You don't have to. Jadakiss has established himself, in my opinion. So there's no need to like say, oh, well, he's better. He's better than KRS. He's better than G-Rap. There's just no way. You shouldn't even say that if you ever listen to G-Rap, for one. If you know G-Rap, I don't know how you would say that.
I don't know. It's kind of tricky with these lists, but at least this isn't egregious.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't nothing like way crazy like we normally see. It's a good topic, good conversation. You know, it wasn't nothing off the wall like we normally see.
Right. I would say this to you, Yentz. Top 10 best rappers out of New Orleans.
Oh man.
And don't hit me with some we don't know, like, you know, Bootside Bobby from the Lookout crew. You're gonna disqualify them.
All right, so here we go. You gotta have Lil Wayne on there. For me, gotta have BG on there. I go Mia X. I put Mia X in there. Now for me, this is gonna go back a way. So you had the beef from me, but Tim Smooth. There was a cat named that called Tim Smooth. He was really, really dope. R.I.P. Tim, by the way. But I would put Tim in there. There's another cat went by the name of MC Thick. R.I.P. MC Thick. That's not your name? No, that's not me. I'm MC Big Fine. I'm Big Fine. But let's see. I had Wayne, Mia X, BG. All right, Thick and Tim. All right. So then after that, wow, goddamn. Man, I'm drawing a blank.
Damn, you really?
Yeah, because
y'all don't rock with Juvenile.
I like I mean, I was trying not to like take all of the hot boys, but okay, we'll throw Juvie in there. Yeah, I like Juvie.
If he ranks to me,
okay, I'll put Juvie in there. All right, and then there's
no J Elect,
just because there's not enough output, but J Elect is dope. For argument's sake, yeah, we'll throw J Elect in there. All right, so after that, I would say there's a Skip. I don't know if you ever heard the Know Your Clap song, Skip and Wacko. Skip and Wacko. I like Skip. I like Skip. I think I would put Skip in there. And there was another guy. I want to say he was called Six Shot.
I think I remember that.
That guy, like, I would put them. That would be. I think that's roughly 10. And so I know there's probably
no Mystical, no Limit Soldiers, none of them.
No. I mean, Mystical's cool and everything. Mystical had joints, but if we pull him, I wouldn't say Mystical's like a top tier MC amongst all the people we named.
That you already named.
Yeah. He definitely has joints and he had stuff like that. But I don't know if I would. Yeah, lyrically, I don't think I would. There's too much, pandemonium with his voice and his antics as he's rhyming. For me, that it that's not as good to listen to as the other people that I named.
All right. Anybody else? Is Currency from New Orleans?
Yeah, Currency. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'll take Currency. I would
hold up. I got half your. I'm coming up with half your list.
Hey. Well, that's good. That's good. That's just going to show you that your palette is broad. So that we respect that. So yeah, I would take who I would take out of there. I would probably take Juvie out and put Currency in Juvie's spot.
I don't think you even got to 10, so I think you can fit them all in there.
You sure, motherfucker, man? God damn.
So let's go. Lil Wayne, BG, Mia X,
Currency.
That was No Limit. I missed that. Currency. That's 4. You said what's his name?
MC Thick and Tim Smooth. So that's
Thick, Tim Smooth. That's 6.
Yep.
J Elect. That's 7.
Skip with Skip and Wacko. I'll take Skip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, this shit is gotta be sweating.
All right. Wynton Marsalis and the Marsalis family. The end.
Oh shit.
There you have it. Top 10 from New Orleans.
Aaron Neville.
Oh, please don't get me started. So, what do y'all think? Top 10 out of New York. Does Jadakiss make the cut? Most people feel like he should. I think he should, but after hearing some of those names that Yent said, I don't know. It's kind of debatable. But what do you think? Leave your comments in the comment section below or wherever you get this podcast. Also know that this podcast is available wherever you listen to podcasts. So that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and the home base, Anchor. Also, we have merch. You heard it in the beginning. You're hearing it again. In the description of this episode is a link where you can check out the shirts, the mugs, the stickers, and so much more from our logo items where you can represent us at work, in the streets, or if you work in the streets, you can wear the shirt, or you live in the streets, whatever it may be. You drink your coffee in the streets, you make sure you get a mug that has our logo on it to promote hip hop Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, y'all, tweet responsibly. Peace.
Peace.
Drop it on the random.